Y'all get on in here. Get on in here and let's talk about this. Usually, when Usher brings somebody up on that stage, they're smiling, dancing, flirting, and everyone has a fantastic time. But everything changed with this one, child. This woman that we're about to talk about completely froze, basically gave Usher the hand, and he stopped his performance, and the crowd started reacting. And now the internet is split and on fire on who is actually wrong about this incident. Let's talk about it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, and my listening reviews. All of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for auntie to rise. Sweet old auntie. It's time for auntie to rise. It's time for auntie to Welcome back, everybody. Y'all, let's get into it. So, I want to start off by saying, before we even get started in this video, and y'all be going ham in the comment section, this is not about canceling Usher. And this video is not about attacking this young lady that was downtown on the stage. What happened at this concert has everybody asking a bigger question. When does entertainment cross the line, and when is this simply a misunderstanding? So by now, y'all have seen the clip and you probably know what I'm talking about. But just in case you don't, just in case you don't, Usher has this scene in his concert. I went a couple of weeks ago when he was here in DC, and I was like, okay, that's a lot provocative. Back in the day, it would have been something that, I would have been like, oh, okay. But now, being a more mature woman, I just was like, oh God. I think for me, I was more embarrassed because I was there with my daughter. She was looking, I was looking, and we ain't say nothing. You know how you had them little conversations where you just don't have a conversation? That's what we did. So he has this scene or skit in his scene in his thing, right? And I can't remember what the song is that's playing in the background when he's doing it. But he goes and finds these women and bring them up in the audience, bring them up from the audience, right? And bring them up on the stage, and he be doing this little bedroom skit with them, right? And the night that I went, honey, the girls was the girls was ready. When I tell you that they had on lingerie, it happened. I closed my eye. Most of the concert, people were standing, young folk was standing up in front of me, and I was ducking and dodging and trying to look. And then, if I couldn't see directly, I was looking through the jumbo screen. But honey, let me tell you, when they was doing this, I wasn't even trying to look through the jumbo screen. I just was like, I'm gonna act like this is not happening in front of my child. Everybody think their children is innocent and stuff, because mine is. All right, anyway. So Usher was basically doing what he's done for years, right? During his concerts. He brings a fan on the stage, serenades her, get close, make eye contact, and creates like this romantic, playful moment, right? That audience have basically come to expect, except for your auntie. Because I'm going to tell you now, it caught me off guard. Let me clean my glasses. Okay. Welcome, everybody. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button if you like what you hearing here. Okay. So for many people, right, it's one of the highlights of the show. They like that. Some people even buy tickets downtown on the floor on purpose, right, so that they'll be chosen. But this time, something was different. So the woman that was on the stage with Usher didn't laugh. She didn't really flirt back. She didn't dance. She just like she froze on them. And I can't remember what the name that the young folk use when you reject somebody, but y'all let me know downtown in the chat. I'm not looking at the chat right now. So almost immediately, right, social media went off. Some people said Usher embarrassed her, and others said that she embarrassed herself. You decide downtown in the chat. And then there are people asking why she even agreed to go on the stage if she didn't want the attention. But she said she did want the attention. Here's what we know. According to the woman, she had been upgraded, right, to a VIP seating before the concert. She said that she was selected from that area and didn't realize she was about to become part of Usher's famous serenade segment. Okay. Once he got close to her, she became uncomfortable, and she later explained online that she wasn't expecting that kind of interaction. Now I know young folk, I know my folk, I know okay, I'm an old head, but I know that the young folk who have been waiting for Usher to come from city to city, town to town, state to state, have watched what is going on these during these concerts. So I find it very hard to believe that she got upgraded to the VIP section and did not know that she was one of the women who was going to be invited to be up on that stage. I just find that hard to believe if you already got tickets. You know you done peeped. Maybe it's a big assumption on my part. I don't know. Now, when Usher is doing this, it's very intimate. He got his shirt off. His chest is glistening like a Greek god. Like, there's a lot going on. It's like I said, your auntie eyes was like, these are my confessions. Okay. I ain't look. He went in on the scene. He has a woman on the bed, right? And he's singing and singing over top of her. He leans into her and they supposed to, you know. She didn't. She swerved. Like if he was on this shoot, like, it was like type of thing. So Usher turns around and was like, I guess she don't want to be on the stage. You can see the irritation in him. I don't know if he was a little embarrassed. Y'all let me know downtown in the comments section. I ain't the news. I'm just bringing you the news. So instead of, like I said, continuing his routine, he paused. He looks at her body language and ends the interaction with her. He has her escorted off the stage rather than pushing forward. I just want to make sure that I highlight that detail because some people online are describing it as though he forced the interaction to continue. He didn't. Based on a video that I saw that's circulating, that is not what happened at all. So let's talk about, y'all, why I'm bringing this story to you and why we could go ham and have a debate in the comment section. Because one side says, come on, everybody knows what happens at an Usher concert. I didn't. I know what be going on. Because again, I'm an old head getting a ticket for my young head. You know what I'm saying? My daughter. And going with her and having a night out. Night eating and concerting. You know what I'm saying? Just doing what we do as a boop, boop, boop and a whoop, whoop, whoop as mother and daughter. I just wanted to have some time with her. Anyway, to be fair, if you watch the clips of his residency or his recent tours, you probably seen him feeding people with cherries, which is why I ain't go up there. He sings inches from people's faces. He dances with them and creates those viral moments. And that basically has become part of Usher's show. It just is what it is. Either you comfortable with it or you're not comfortable with it. It's completely on preference. But then there's the other side, right? Because not everybody lives on TikTok. Not everybody follows Usher's concerts. I understand that. And not everyone has seen dozens of clips online. So it is possible she simply didn't know what she was walking into. And I think that's a fair question. Another thing I noticed is how quickly the internet be picking sides, though. Some people immediately start calling her dramatic, while others immediately accuse Usher of crossing the line. But real life usually isn't just, it's just not that simple. It's not that cut and dry because sometimes two things can be true at the same time. And she may genuinely have been uncomfortable with it. Usher may have genuinely realized it and stopped the performance. And both of those things can exist without making either person a villain. But now here's where I like to hear from you. Okay? This is what I want to hear from you after we review what she done did downtown to social media. Let's look at some clips of this young lady. Shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. So, this is Usher. Okay, this is coming from an Instagrammer. The woman who Usher kicked off stage speaks out about her experience. Now, you can see her, she got the little smile on, right? The little uncomfortable. She look a little uncomfortable and like, oh, okay, I done swerved and curved on you, right? And Usher is looking like, oh, okay, this ain't go as planned. Okay, look at her face. She was like, okay, I mean, do what you do, but I ain't getting involved in it. But then she took to social media and basically is cussing everybody out. And that's where I think it just all went wrong. Because it's one way to have a whole bunch of people on social media attacking you and stuff. I can't imagine, especially over a superstar like Usher. But it's another thing when you come out and you and your mama is dragging everybody. Okay, so this is her response. She says, first off, nobody is declining to go on stage. I look good ASF. Well, you just not helping. So basically, you said, I ain't declining to go up on the stage. I'm going up there. She said, you thought I wasn't going to let thousands of people see me? The side eye is eternal, honey. On a big screen where you itches will never be. My mom and I had floor seats. Their team approached us and moved us to VIP before the show even started. Pretty privileges. Pretty privilege is something you ho will never know about. They don't say they don't say who you're going up there for. Y'all wanted me to get up there and him ATP. Chat folks aren't used to anything. She means Chattanooga, which is where the show was. That's the most exciting thing that would have happened in y'all little lives. F y'all disrespectfully. Girl. There's so much I could say. There is so much I could say because pretty ain't got nothing to do with you being respected. You didn't do what you did, what he wanted you to do because you felt what? Like, why didn't you do it, pretty girl? And pretty is in the eye of the beholder. But anyway, I digress because I'm trying not to go ham on her or him, trying to be, neutral about this. But girl, don't do that. Then she puts up another one. My Facebook post is directed towards the hating in my city, which is Chattanooga. Hence why it says chat folks aren't used to anything. Y'all aren't finna bully me the at the shade room. My attitude isn't nasty. For real? My attitude isn't nasty until I'm provoked. Y'all aren't going to get on the internet calling me out my name and disrespecting me and expect me to keep it cool. Y'all don't know me in real life. I'm quiet and I keep to myself, but don't think y'all are going to bully me about an experience that y'all didn't get. Okay. Then her mother come out there. Just so y'all know, that viral young lady at the Usher concert was my effing niece. It's her aunt. And we are all together. She was bad enough to be chosen. And that man is literally half her age. So if you had a problem, Auntie, no disrespect, but if you had a problem with the age, you should have snatched her back. But now hindsight is what, 2020 or 2070? Because now you're talking about it's an age factor. Your niece just sat right up here in this one right here and said, first off, nobody is declining to go on stage. I look a good ASF and thought and you thought I wasn't going to let thousands of people see me. She didn't care how old the motherfucker was. She just, according to what that said, she just wanted to be seen because she was cute ASF. Auntie, use ChatGPT or Claude. Anyway, she was bad enough to be chosen, and that man is literally half her age. And understand me, my daughter Bree, her mom, and her, we all together. But your picture, you looking like a parrot. But anyway, I digress because it ain't attacking the lady's beauty. But that nose, work on the nose. Anyway, so she said, and after she left the stage, she had a nice conversation with his wife. Now she did at go and take a picture with his wife at the stadium. And what's the what did that mean? The woman knew it was an act, but she couldn't play her role. Anyway, I digress. What did the aunt say? And after she left the stage, she had a nice conversation with his wife. I don't care what anyone else would do, but at least she had enough respect for her mom and dad, her boyfriend, brother, and child. And at the end of the day, she went home to her man and he went home to his wife. Auntie, sometimes she stand down. I know you be wanting to get in it and everything, and you be wanting to have your little say, and that's your little niecey, and you want to get out there and swing and woo bang in the street for your niecey. But sometimes it's just better left to just stand down and don't say nothing. Let it play out these young people. She said she was pretty ASF and she was gonna get up there. She made it appear that she didn't look at any clips off the Usher tour. How many cities him and Chris Brown been in now before he got to Tennessee? Girl, you know what that was. You knew what that was when you got pushed to the front. It's not rocket science. Everybody know what's going on. Then since she looked at Usher the same way Usher looked at Diddy when he tried him for the first time. Oh well. What the y'all wanted her to do? Get on the stage and him and burn clothes? Y'all mad about that MF and he wasn't even claiming at first and really he did not? Don't nobody give up about y'all woulda, coulda, shouldas. Y'all mad about something that saved her dignity, and why she just got mad about you mad. People be mad about the wrong, and not one time did he even mention he was from Tennessee. She bruised his ego, and him and y'all but heard about it. Anyways, I still enjoyed the show, even his set. So y'all and feed y'all beans is still about to enjoy my day. VIP status, face card, still 10. Now, now what the I want to know is how the y'all mad at her experience. Now let's get this straight. His team walked up to her mom in the P section on the floor and asked her mom was that her daughter and asked did they want to go to VIP. They never said go on stage. They came back and told her that the was going to see about getting her on stage. What the y'all talking about? And so she didn't his sweat on her. Y'all pick and choose every day on the blue app. You don't know what the y'all will do in that situation. Y'all should be mad at the intro video said he was born in Detroit, Michigan without a mention of Chattanooga. And again, I'm going to scream it out loud and proud. Usher. That mad because he got curved and his ego was hurt. You see what I'm saying? All the aunt had to do was stand down. This made her look so ignorant. Like you sweating it because, like auntie, we out the loop on this stuff. This young people stuff. Like we out the loop. Like seriously, we out the loop. We don't know what's going on. So why we in it? Why we in it? And now here it is, y'all going back and forth, arguing downtown on Facebook and on whatever. Come on, stop. This is so stupid on so many levels that they have let this blow up. It appears to me that the girl feels embarrassed by Usher acting the way that he acted and said she just don't, she must don't want to be on stage. If you were offered the chance to go on stage with Usher, would you already know what to expect? Or would you assume that you were simply going to wave to the crowd, take a selfie, and leave? Come on, y'all. Because I think that's where this entire conversation really lives and dies. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about Usher. It's not about expectations. It's about consent. And it's about how quickly one moment can become international news once social media gets a hold of it. Like I said, people are divided about this situation. Now, I want to know what you think about it. Did Usher go too far, y'all? Did she misunderstand what she was signing up for? Or was this just simply one of those moments, that awkward moments that went viral, right? And the internet is turning it into something much bigger than what it really is. Which one is it, y'all? Because this done blew up. What you saying, Yazelle? Red Girl T said she should just own it. Yazelle said yes, auntie, because I've seen enough of Usher's concerts to know how he rolls. Wheezy H Baby said everyone needs to get consent before he brought her on the stage. His people should have informed her of his intentions and got her consent. She said, but he did stop. Just because you're a famous person doesn't mean people want you all up in them or on them. She meant on them. Giselle said they should tell people, listen up, when you are VIP, there's an opportunity to go on stage and this might happen. Here's the thing, I was at the Usher concert. I went to the concert. They had already basically said that they was going to be doing this little thing. I think, matter of fact, they opened up with it. So I was at the concert. To me, it was clear. If you went up on that stage, I have no ifs, ands, or buts about what his intentions were. Sometimes you just got to read the room. But she said that she's cute ASF, and that she was going to go up there and she was going to do what she was going to do. She said, who ain't going to go on the stage? So in her case, it wasn't even about consent because she had already said she gave consent. I understand what you're saying, sweetie. But I don't know if you saw, if you coming in late, let me find her thing. Ain't nobody declining to go on stage. I look good and thought I wasn't, and you thought I wasn't going to let thousands of people see me. Consent. In my humble opinion, consent was given. She already said I was going up there. By hook or by crook because I was cute enough to go. So one like she know, hey Haley, one like she know. She knew what it was, in my humble opinion. Because she didn't already said I was going up there. Who wouldn't? I wouldn't. And a woman that would be embarrassed to do anything, like this particular whole segment, let me just make it clear. This whole particular segment was about that. They had women on the stage. It looked like the whole scene looked like a strip club. There was no misunderstanding about what you were watching during that segment of the concert. They rolled the bed out on the stage. It was women on poles. The whole scene was set up, so you knew, in my humble opinion, what it was. It wasn't, unless you was blind and not QASF, you knew what this was. You knew what this. Come on, come on. You knew what this was. Okay, let me take that out, baby, because what you're not gonna do is get me flagged. I understand you want to get your point across, but you're gonna have to do it another way. Okay, sweetie. No harm. I mean, no harm, no foul. Let me make sure I put that in my daggone thing, so ain't nobody putting that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, you got to do a whole thing. Yes, it was. It was obvious what was going on. We can make excuses for people, but what we can't do is tell a lie. That's not what I'm going to do. When the whole thing came out and I started seeing the whole thing, I knew exactly where that was going. Now I do understand that everybody ain't got common sense, but common sense tells me when you got a whole big come on, the scene was sad. That's just like to me to act like someone comes and get you out the audience. You already dressed. I ain't trying to make the woman wrong and make him right. So let me stop going down that road because I don't want to make the woman right and make the woman wrong. What I'm saying is, unless something is seriously wrong with you, the scene was set. It was very clear. So what we not going to do is babyfy people, pacify people, and say, "Oh my God, it was a nursery up there. Oh my God, it looked like it was just a circus coming to town." No, the scene was set. We can't excuse people who don't even use common sense or somebody who says, "I was going up there." Who wouldn't? I wouldn't. Because the scene was already set. So my big O ain't going up there to do nothing. Let me walk. Let me walk on that. Let me just walk. I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back. We're not doing it. Now, Wheezy baby, you said I don't know why Usher still does that act in the first place. So then you don't know. So then he didn't already did it before. So she should know. So if he's already done it before, then it wasn't no surprise. So we got to take out the elements, right, y'all? Because we critical thinkers. We don't make excuses for stuff. It was what it was. Now, she's embarrassed because she did what naturally came to her as a woman. She swerved. And so now she got all this backlash and probably people criticizing her. So she's feeling like her decision to do that is people are judging that. I understand that. But what we not going to do is say that the scene wasn't set. Usher's wife sees this as entertainment. The whole time that he was in his residency, he was walking up to women and doing cherries. Come on. We are critical thinkers and have common sense. We ain't doing this. We're not acting like this girl got blindsided. We're not doing it. I was at the concert, and you ain't going to tell me that scene wasn't already set. Period. Ain't nobody going to tell me. So my big fat O would not have went up there because it was already uncomfortable for me to watch it. And I've said that at the beginning of my video. She's getting backlash from other people. And now this has become a bigger thing, right? Because of embarrassment. And I probably would be embarrassed too if a celebrity who is selling out stadiums nationwide gets on the stage and say, I guess she wasn't, she didn't want to be on stage, and shut the whole thing down. And here's the thing about being married. She knew he was married when she went up there. I'm sorry, what? Did she not know Usher was married when she went up there? What she thought they was going to do, patty cake? We cannot. I think my point is, because I'm not judging who's right or who's wrong. I'm just responding to the comment. We cannot excuse away people's responsibility for doing the right thing. We cannot say, oh, well, he knew he married his wife there. She knew he was married. And she got a boyfriend, she done said, and a baby. So she's okay for dismissing the fact that he was married when she wanted to go up on the stage. Because let me go back to her comment again. Let me just make sure that I'm talking about the right. First of all, nobody is declining to go on stage. I look good and thought I wasn't going to and you thought I wasn't going to let thousands of people see me on the big screen. And then she's antagonizing women and telling them you too ugly to be up there. I was cute AF. And so you too ugly to be up there. You wish you was in my place. She knew he was married when she went up on that stage. So where's her responsibility? So as I said, two things can be right at the same time. She could be right and he could be right, and she could be wrong and he could be wrong. But they consenting adults. She's a grown adult. She consented to take her on the stage with a big bed. She said, throw everybody away. Okay, he mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying. Some things happen for us and some things happen to us. This was an opportunity that she agreed to. So it happened for her. And now all the backlash is what is happening to her as a result of her consent. And I ain't saying he right for what he doing. I ain't saying he wrong. I'm saying it's part of his shows. And from what I'm hearing in the comment section, many people have said this is what he been doing. I don't know. This is the first time I went to go and see him. But sometimes you do things and it gets the wrong attention. Sometimes it gets the wrong attention, and this just so happened to get the wrong attention. I enjoyed listening to the music. I enjoyed being with my daughter. There were some things that I refused to look at because I'm too old for it. I don't need to see it, right? It's not entertainment for me. But what's not entertainment for me may not be for nobody else. When I watch Chris Brown flying around the daggone thing with a Spider-Man, I'm When I watched Chris Brown flying around the thing, honey, with a Spider-Man costume jacket on, I was like, okay, so what's going on? What's happening now? I enjoyed the concert. I truly did. I like reminiscing on the old music. I love my daughter saying, "Oh my God, Mom, I was in middle school when this came out. Oh my God, Mom, I was in high school." Like I loved just the bonding moment for her. But the concert basically was people her age, not for people mine. But it was so many women out there that was older than mine, right? But we remember the Usher, coming up because I recognized that I knew more of Usher stuff than I did of Chris Brown's. I just did. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. I ain't picking a side on this. I just ain't. I just ain't gonna do it. And I see somebody saying Leo season. This Leo season, I'm a Leo. Y'all know we just say what we gonna say, and that's just what it's gonna be. Okay. Let's see how far she go with this. Cause she ain't gonna beat social media. Her and her aunt, in my opinion, just need to stand down. If I was there with my niece, I would back my niece, but I would back my niece with encouragement and building her up, so she could stand on her own and just stand down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I would be there when she crying. I would be there. You know what I'm saying? Because I know this hurts her. She being called all kinds of stuff. I know she hurt. But well, you consented to go up there. And so it just is what it is. I'm gonna take this out because I don't know what this means. I'm gonna take that out. Um, that's true, D. D, you so right. D said there's no difference from what actors do for a movie scene. Absolutely, because that daggone movie that I just covered strong, honey, I was shocked to see Miss Chloe Bailey. Okay. Okay. D, you was responded to Trinity Love. Let me see what Trinity Love said. Let me find what she said. What Trinity say? Where Trinity at? What you sweet you at, baby? They must be way up there. Okay. What Trinity says. She said he's been married most of his career. What does that have to do with anything? He has an entire team behind me. It's him behind him. It's entertainment. Okay. Okay. Did somebody say put that in there? Okay. Anyway, let me hop over here. Y'all let me know what y'all think downtown in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here and be respectful because I'm a delete you and block you if you're disrespectful in the comments. Amen. Let the church say amen. Bye, y'all.